today we are going to study about rotational mechanics. In this topic, we will firstly introduce ourselves with the rotational concept, and finally we'll study about the parameters responsible for rotational motion. We will also concentrate our attention towards the bodies which can undergo rotational motion, so-called rigid bodies. The first thing which should be taken into account is the rotational motion of a body cannot be studied by considering it as a particle. The main reason behind it is all the particles of the body do not undergo same linear displacement. In rotational motion, we idealize the body as a rigid body. For example, let's consider a body, any given body. Let us consider point A, B and C inside the given body, and let us consider this body is shifted translationally. The points A, B, C will now shift to A dash, B dash, C dash. We can easily see that in translational motion, all the particles travels same linear displacement. In this given figure, we are going to take some another rigid body. As we rotate this body, point A will be shifted to some point A dash, point B will be shifted to some point B dash, and point C will be shifted to some point C dash. Thus we can see that in rotational motion, the particle undergoes different linear displacement. Basically in rotational motion, we idealize the body as rigid body. Now what is rigid body? It is the question which needs a solution. We can define a rigid body to be a body in which the distance between any two particles remains unchanged even on the application of any external force. Let's consider an example. In this given figure, we have taken a square frame and a Costco ball. If certain amount of force, say F1, F2 and F3 is acting on the square frame, since its shape remains the same, so we can say the distance between any 2 points, say point A and point B, on this square frame remains constant. Whereas if there be 2 points A and B inside this Costco ball, on application of force, the distance between the two will change. Thus we can say the square frame is a rigid body, whereas the given Costco ball in the second figure is not a rigid body. In short, we can say that a rigid body have a fixed size and shape. And the second thing, a rotational motion is only valid for a rigid body. The next thing which we need to explain is the parameters which are responsible for rotational motion. Practically we can see a force applied on a door rotates it while it is fixed as the hinge, or a wrench can rotate a nut. So basically we can say that force is important for rotating the body. Let's take an example. Let us consider a wall fixed to the hinge. If we apply a force over here, we can see that the door will rotate. If force alone is responsible for rotation, then applying force on the different point, or we can say directly on the hinge, should also rotate the body. But we see that if we apply directly the force on the hinge, no rotation takes place. Thus, force alone cannot rotate any rigid body. Apart from force, a different physical quantity was needed. The physical quantity responsible for rotation is called moment of force, or you can say it as torque. We can define torque as the turning effect of force. Torque is the rotational analog of force.